This is Becky Legere with Lorien of Centby, and we are here at CoinGeek Toronto 2019, and you have several announcements that you've made to our audience. Number one is you are making it much easier for people in Southern Africa to buy Bitcoin over the counter. Could you describe to me how you enable this?
I think the biggest issue that there has been with Bitcoin up to this point is how do you get Bitcoin? We call that the onboarding problem. And traditionally people have bought Bitcoin off exchanges or using digital payment methods, but that's not really accessible to a vast majority of the world's population. So we've been thinking really hard about this problem, and we thought if we could make it possible to be able to buy Bitcoin as easily as buying bread and milk or your groceries, then we could really solve a massive onboarding problem. So what we've done now is we've actually released a product. Basically what we do is we integrate with some digital service providers that link the retailers to us. When a customer goes into the store with their Centby wallet, they can generate a barcode on the wallet, they can show it to any retailer, and the retailer will scan that barcode, receive cash over the counter, and immediately Bitcoin is loaded onto your phone.
Super, super cool. I love it. I also know that you are working in the remittance area. Tell me what innovations you have going on in Centby in remittance.
Yes, when it comes to moving money cross-border, what we call cross-border remittance, it's a very expensive affair, especially if you're living in an African country. What we see in Africa is a lot of people coming from poorer countries come down to Southern Africa, which is a much larger economy, and they work there, but then they send money home to their relatives every month. And they don't spend a lot, sometimes a few $100s. But what happens then is that they have to now pay a 15-20% fee on that. And also, it's very difficult because they have to supply a lot of personal information, which is through the Know Your Customer laws. What we've now created is a new product where the customer doesn't have to know they're actually buying Bitcoin. They will go into a local retailer and say they want to now send money home to a family member in Nigeria. They'll use a Centby Remittance app that we have now. They will then hand over the cash. Immediately, what will happen then is that we will send the Bitcoin value to a different country and then convert it and settle into bank accounts and also into mobile money at a greatly reduced cost. So we think that this is going to be extremely disruptive for the continent and really bring so much value to people who can least afford such high prices.
Outstanding, Lorien, and every time I see you, you have something new to talk about, which is amazing. So can you give us an idea what you're working on in Centby for the future, the next year or two?
Well, of course, we are always full of ideas.
Yeah.
We want to make Centby a lot more social. We've always thought of Centby as being a social networking app. Money is quite a social thing, so of course we're going to be including a lot more social features into Centby. And then a few other things that I can't really say, but we certainly intend making Centby everybody's favorite Bitcoin app.
Love it. Can't wait to see you at the next event to hear all about it. Thank you so much for joining me.
You're welcome.
This is Becky Legere. Thank you for watching CoinGeek.com.